EA Sports coverage of the National Football League welcomes you to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute-to-service partner of Madden and the NFL. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be third down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Oh, got him again the second time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward for this game. And, Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And it's away in Madden Ultimate Team. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He'll throw it. Reeled in by George Kittle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. They motion the tight end over. Back-to-back carries here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense up to the line fast. Throw on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Track it, 60.
Back to throw now. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 60 buck, yeah, 60 buck.
2nd and 10 now. Hits his running back. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Throwing on third down. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds.
Here we go.
So that connection for a 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing it again here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
At the 60, at the 60.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
Ready up.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther Street, Panther Street. 70 ring, 70 ring. Take up.
They'll run it from the gun. And that hit stops him in his tracks.
Let's go, let's go.
Working quickly here.
Come 19, Tiger, 69 ring, 69. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Here we go. Green Jack. Flight boot.
Straight to the air here. It's Young. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Young on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Play action now. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Young working from the gun. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Pass it down close. And that's good for a first down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. It's 2nd and goal. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They'll try him left side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Drill 52. Set, ready. Claws red. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
That's a goal.
Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Ready.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Down. Hut, hut.
To the air on 1st down, Young. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Buying some time right. Down the run right, throwing deep down. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Ready.
2nd and 3 now.
60 Bobcat. 18, here we go.
They're going play action. Got a man, it's London. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And wow, he's dropped hard on the return by one of the offensive linemen.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. Into the hands of Kittle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Teams are back out on the field. Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Blaster, 6. Ready. Field, black. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
On the ball.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Black shot. Grill green. Edo blue. Green jack. Ready.
Trying again, following the sack. He fires one deep down the right sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
12, 10. Let's go. Slide through. Check, cut.
Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, we're going to see an incredible nickname, one of my favorites in the game, the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillen, on the punt. Broke through the tackle. He loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team, Kate, are wondering, is he going to wave his hand? Is it going to be a fair catch? Was it all for naught? No, it was not. And they get a chance to lay the wood, and they deliver.
Has it at the 7. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Down now. 50 0. Smack. Red. Cut.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
97. Cut.
Now it's Young. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
60 Bison. Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
60 back. Here we go. Panther 11.
3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Trying to push this past the marker. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From midfield now. That one's complete, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Panther 60. Hawks 70. Hawks 10. Buffalo 18.
Throwing from the gun here. He spins right by him. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
60 Bobcat. 18 Rebel, 18 Rep, 19 Lion. Ready?
First down from the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Set. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys, 14 points back. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal. He gets it headed right. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! These guys now within 1 score in the 4th. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense and that slightest opportunity.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Trouble, 38. Here we go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
The running back gets it on the draw. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Ready?
First down, and they go right back to it. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
52 blaster. Hunt.
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Spike 60. Set hut. Blue striker. Fury yellow. Red cycle. Claws red. Set.
Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Ready?
Setting up to pass. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock, but not the big play they needed, just a gain of 5.
Top 60,
Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And he gets out to stop the clock, but just 11 seconds remain. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Officials signaling timeouts. We've got whistles. Time left for 1 snap. And while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. He'll look to throw it. Need this to force overtime. And the Hail Mary's caught. Touchdown. This game is not over yet. They could force overtime here. This entire game came down to just 2 plays, Brock. They've knocked out the far more difficult one with that touchdown as time expires. And now a chance to force overtime.
And now, well, now it comes down to whether they can get the 2-point play or not, but it's hard to question that every bit of juice, every bit of momentum in the building right now is totally on their side.
Oh, forget the tie. They're playing for it all. They're going for 2.
Cowboy 80. Go trap. Go trap.
Game might not be over just yet, though, Brock. You got a flag out there, and that could mean an on-time down. Let's see. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Getting another shot at 2 here.
Here we go, set.
Take him.
Game might not be over just yet, though, Brock. You got a flag out there, and that could mean an on-time down. Let's see. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Yeah, all right, now another opportunity to convert this 2-point try.
Come on. Set. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Street.
Running back sent in motion. One final shot here. And that's it. No completion, no overtime. This game is over. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for our crew, my partner Brock Ewart and myself, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been Madden Ultimate Team. A nice showing here from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.
You're not gonna beat me again, though. Like, the game was so lucky, bro. Like Deion is getting hit multiple times, just fumbling, bro. Like, bro, just sit on the ground, dumbass. They better not search because he's not winning. Tell you he's not winning. Better not search.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one, and I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind, but I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance. You can look at metrics. You can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off. And from there, it's anybody's game.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Go.
Throwing on their first play. It is caught left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Forced out to his right. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
70 Rangers, 18 Pioneer. Check smash.
They kick the running back in motion. Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. Throw left side, complete. And he got this close to midfield before going out. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
18 Cardinal. Down. Buffalo 18. Get up.
To the air yet again, Brissett.
Thank you.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
18 ready. 19 Lions.
Throwing it to start this drive. Able to find Nakua here. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they'll have first down.
19 tight.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. These guys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Chap 50, chap 18 Rattler, 19 tight, 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
19 Lions. Warrior 70.
Back to the air, Brissett. Brought in right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a gain of 4. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 6. Shut up. Let go.
Operating from the gun, Brissett. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
He puts some power on a deep one left.
Yeah, I
Brought
seen
in
it do that before.
inside the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Drake London with the touchdown.
I messed up. I didn't have to do it.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go now. Cut 19, 60 Maverick, go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He has the first over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Back to 60, back to 60. No street. Check, bobcat. Back to 60.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're hoping to convert here on 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, Brissett. Throw reeled in by London. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Going play action here, Brissett. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Running back sent in motion.
Go.
2nd down. Here's Brissett again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Here we go. Start. Ready, ready.
3rd down, it's Brissett. Complete beyond the marker. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Working inside the red zone. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play now. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he goes out a little short of the 40. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Buffalo 18, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18 Rabbit, 18 Rabbit. 3.
They're going play action. Kittle brings it. The ball is loose. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Viking, 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18, Pioneer. Riggs, Riggs.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
60 Eagles, 6 Buffalo 18. Hurt. Trap 60, trap 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hut.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hits his running back. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bronco 80.
They send a receiver in motion right. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
19 tight. Dragon 60. Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolf. 19 Lion. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
On first down, it's Brissett. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first.
Ready, break.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Get it. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Shotgun now for Brissett.
Pick it.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 28. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Still sticking with the passing game. Fits it through the middle. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. New set of downs for him at the 38.
18, Pioneer, go! 7 Pirates. Mustang 19, Buffalo 18, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check out.
They are throwing it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
19, go!
Throwing it again here. He's going to push one deep down the right. That throw intended for Drake London. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Brissett with it on first.
It's
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He lets one fly deep downfield. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock.
I think it was
It's a Philadelphia touchdown.
I knew he was doing that.
The Eagles take the lead just before halftime.
I knew he was doing that.
Drake
Why not just
London with the
just
touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. Trying for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. That one's complete to London. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in, too. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up first down. Looking to the air here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go. 65, 65, 18, 18.
They'll throw it again. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
19 right. Here we go. Warriors 17. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a third and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Buys time, rolling right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. So it's second down coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cub 19. Cub 19. 7 Pirates. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to the air, Brissett. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Here we go, set.
Brissett now on 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And they can jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Viking 18. 18, Pioneer, 70. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Brissett. Cut near the goal line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Trap 60. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's going deep this time. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
2nd and 10 now. He's loaded another one up. He lays out for it and makes the catch. Working quickly here.
Track 60. Check smash. Check smash. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Got a man, it's London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So they'll be... Lone back gets the handoff. Runs it in for the touchdown. These guys now within one score in the fourth. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 2. Ready.
From the shotgun, Brissett. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Second down, here's Brissett again. Able to find Jones. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Got it. Ready?
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles up by 4.
Ready, set.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready, ready. Bronco 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60.
He's back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4.
Give him 5.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Give him 5.
Penalty helps the offense out, but still 4th down to figure out.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. He's got it to it. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burned into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning the game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
Okay, break.
A new set of downs forthcoming.
19,
It's
Tiger,
1st and 10.
19, Tiger.
Motioning him from the slot right. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check go.
Give now to the running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Setting up to pass. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go. Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. Go, Rig. Go. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. Looking to tack on the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And this is a huge loss on the play. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
That play where I had to run out the wrong play.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Airing it out to start this drive. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing now. Searches from the pocket. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. All right, one more snap to play here. Running for it on 4th. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Yeah, I should have stayed right there.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that's going to do it for us here at EA Sports. This has been another presentation of Madden Ultimate Team. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. It's Young off play action. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here we go, set, black ultra. White, white. Drill, 52. Ready, ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Come on.
Off the play fake, Young under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
He just quit. Like, bro, I'm so sick playing these bums that do this. Bro, there's a lot of them doing this. Either sit in the center or the dumbass pistol if you running the ball in play action. Like, bro, that shit's fucking annoying. Keep passing me, just keep passing me. I mean, no way can stop the run. Man. You just run all over you, passing me. Shit, no. Like everybody just fall for the play action if you don't pass them or option anybody. It's like, what the fuck?
This is the Madden Championship Series brought to you by USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. USAA, proud to serve the military and their families. And we join you from USAA Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 by 6. Buffalo 18. Red. Go.
Richardson going right to the air. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
How do you have that much
and they bring him to the
do
ground
that?
just shy of midfield. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready. Ready, right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too
That
much.
dumbass play,
I know
bro,
coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful
Oh.
arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Sack.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
60.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Richardson looking to throw this. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And he'll get this to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as we watch this long drive continue to begin quarter 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Got it. Ready? Cowboy 80. 70 range. 70 range. Go! Ready?
Marino will throw. Now, it got his man complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Drake London, 68 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Warriors 70. Here we go.
Now it's Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Back. Ready.
Now Richardson. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay. I'm
14
standing.
yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Here's Richardson to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Richardson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he is
I know where he's going to ball up.
touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Here's Marino. He's got it complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A give to McFadden out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Here's Marino to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Irvin, a 20-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Richardson looking to throw. Caught by Jones. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. First down, a run with McFadden. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. To throw is Marino. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the... Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Marino.
Oh my God!
Trying to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Now Marino to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Marino. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Marino sets up. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Marino. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield now, Marino. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
This one caught by Kittle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Marino looks to toss it again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Up the middle, McFadden. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, how about the coverage we just saw them break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. In motion, the tight end. They're going on 4th down. Marino. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, Marino. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped supporting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down. Marino. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here we go again with Marino. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Marino into the hands of London. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Marino here from the gun. Throws right back to London, complete again.
Thank you, Drew.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dan Marino as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Broncos. Let's go.
This one taken in by Hester. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, Big Lion, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Richardson to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
London hauls this one in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Rattler. 18. Check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat. Go.
Now Richardson. Looking deep here for
Take it off. Thank you.
Oh, and
Thank
that's
you.
going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is
Don't
intercepted.
fumble. Don't fumble.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Charles went in, they just take the knee there.
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing
Yeah. I was getting too sweaty for no reason, bro. Wait, how many do I have of these? Can I make another one? Oh, I got 2. All right. What is this?